If you have seen those electric spinners all over Instagram, and this brand in particular, then my days have I got a treat for you. Thank you so much to Caydo for sponsoring today's video. We will be going through and reviewing Caydo's electric yarn winder. Now, yes, this box is a little bit battered. That is because it got thrown over my fence. Thank you very much, Royal Mail. That said, it still works. I tested it before now, just in case there was any problems. And we are going to open the box, see exactly what you get inside, and show you. I will just say this is magic. So what comes in this beautiful Caydo box, I hear you ask? Well, here are the things you are going to get. So the first thing is the actual machine itself. Now, as you can see, we have a little clamp on there so that you can clamp onto your table. This is the dial, and you are going to get fast and slow speeds on and off. And then this part right here is where your yarn holder is going to go. And then also we have a part here for where your yarn will thread through. Fabulous. Then we have our yarn holder, and you can see it's quite a substantial size. It's going to fit a big ball on there. Enough said about that. And then we have our yarn guide, which will go on to our machine, and I will show you exactly how to do that very, very shortly. We have a power cord. Now, this is a standard USB-C to USB-C, so it will work with your phone charging plug, which is what I'm going to use for this one. And then you also have instructions, and small things make me happy. A teeny tiny screwdriver, and the reason for this I will show you very, very shortly. So that is everything we get in the box. Let's just put this together. Now, this is really, really simple, but the instructions in here, not only have you got an installation and usage video, but you've also got instructions that are pictorial as well, but it's really easy. So the first thing that we are going to do is we are going to place our yarn guide into our machine. Right on your machine, you can see here you have this, and all you're going to do is line up the hole in your guide with the hole in the machine. So I'm going to prop up here, and you can see there where we're getting that line up. And then all you're going to do is use the tiny screws and the tiny screwdriver that your machine comes with to screw the yarn guide onto the yarn winder. You can see we are all attached right here. Next, we are going to put the yarn holder onto our yarn winder. Again, this is dead simple. So if you've got a manual winder, it's exactly the same principle. You just pop. So you pop this on and twist, and then it's nice and sturdy. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to plug it in, and I will give you a different view. You'll see my room differently, and we'll get to work winding a couple of balls. I'll do some DK, I'll do some chunkier yarn, and see exactly if it's any good and how quick it is as well. So I'm going to show you exactly how to thread this yarn. This might be freaky because you can see me talking, hear me talking, but not see me on screen. I am still here. So what you're going to do first is you're going to go up through this hole here. Now you thread the yarn through here, and then it comes onto the winder here. For the chunkier yarn, it does say to miss this first one. So that is exactly what I'm going to do, and just go around, up through the top, pop it in there, and then you can see on the winder there's these little grooves. We have our little grooves here, and we are going to place the yarn around the little grooves like so. And there it goes with our little ball of chenille yarn. So what it will do, if it can't get a hold of any yarn for some reason, it will stop on its own. So we'll just trigger it to stop. It does keep trying. And then when you've untangled, so it just stopped on its own. And then when you've untangled it to go again, it will go again. So it's pretty genius, to be honest. You will need to be sitting here to sort of unthread the yarn. So what you can also do is untangle your ball of yarn at the beginning, put it all in like a basket or a tub, and then you can just let it go. So that's what I'm going to do next. I'm going to unwind this whole ball, put it all in this tub that I've got down here, and see if I can just let it go on its own. So I'm back. I have unwound a considerable amount, not the whole ball, because it was just hurting my arms. I'm such a fairy, honestly. And we are now going to see how this fares winding up on its own. Alrighty, off we go. So far, so good. I'm going to keep my hands up. You can see my hands are doing nothing. And it's just going on its own. So you can see this is my box of yarn. It's just pulling out of there really nicely. This is going to be a game changer. So as you can see, this has given me a really nice tight ball of yarn. Absolutely in love with the results. What I'm going to do is I'm going to wind a DK ball of yarn so you can see just how good that ball is as well, and I'm going to time it just to see how long it takes, and then I'll come back and give you guys my final review. And this is our final ball of DK yarn made into a cake. I have to say I'm pretty impressed. Can you see how neat that is? And then all I've done is pulled my yarn out through the center of that just to make sure that it's not going anywhere, like so. It's super neat. And the great thing about these as well is you can stack them. So if you're thinking about storage, they are stackable, and it's a nice way to sort of store your yarn. It just looks really, really nice. To wind the ball of DK, it took me 5 minutes. Although I say it took me 5 minutes, it took the machine 5 minutes because that was winding and I was just literally doing other things, editing stuff on the laptop while it was going. It really is that easy. Pros of this little machine. Number one, it is super easy to put together and use. You literally put everything together, plug it in and press go. Two is it can wind anything from really thin yarn to chunky yarn. And of course it's hands-free, so you can be doing other things whilst you are winding your yarn. It's at a good price point. This is definitely one for those people that use skeins of yarn a lot. If you buy skeins or hanks as opposed to balls of yarn, this is great for you. It's also great if you wind a lot of yarn for a small business like we do. It means that I don't have to hand crank everything and give myself mad repetitive strain disorder. There are some cons because I can hear everyone saying it's an expensive piece of kit. Yes, it is, but it's got longevity. It's going to save me so much time. And as you know, in a small business, time really is money. And it's not one of those purchases that you're going to make if you're just using it on the rare occasion. It's something that you're going to invest in because you use it all of the time. I just want to say thank you to Caydo again so much for sponsoring this video and sending me this amazing yarn winder. And let me know in the comments, is this something that you would consider buying? Do you use skeins and hanks more than you do balls? And are you sick of winding your yarn by hand? New videos go up every Wednesday and Sunday. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.